Daya Gray is here, the licensed clinical social worker, and 49 other letters. Wait a minute, Katie threw her finger up there. You need something?
Mylira Green. You misspoke. You
Why
said
do I keep
Mylira.
making up gray? Why I keep changing her color?
I don't know.
Because green is what she really is. Because green is about growth and it's about life. And she's always flourishing and helping us flourish too. And that's why God allowed me to make that error so I could really put down in clear words. Green is beautiful. The green for the money. Hey, y'all, get her on here. Our great
Let's
friend,
go.
Mylira Green. Woo! Yeah. Mylira, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You are completely fine. I get it.
Oh, yay. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. I have 2 sick kiddos. I told them when they hear mommy talking, don't barge in the room. And I literally just heard them like, Mom, right when y'all was about to call me up, but they ain't coming here, so we good.
Oh,
But overall, I'm doing okay.
well, prayers for your babies as well. They getting a little cold or something like that.
So the flu has been coming in and out of my house since December. And I'm just like, all right, Heavenly Father, what you doing? I know you want us to sit down, but this flu monkey need to go.
That's right.
I want them to be able to enjoy their life. But no, they're getting better every day. And I'm just glad that he's orchestrated my schedule to be able to take care of them.
Wow, I love you.
Superwoman, go on, girl.
Do you have a topic today, or should we ask questions? What would you
So
like
I actually have a topic. So my Facebook family, I asked them this question because, as y'all know, I'm trying to figure out what's next. My therapist fired me Wednesday. She told me I didn't need therapy. So because of that, thank you. I said, well, let me go to the world because I'm still trying to figure out this dating thing. So I asked people, what are your top 3 dating tips in 2024? Most people said just don't do it. I don't know. I said just not do it. But I do want to go through a few of these things, and maybe that will help with a great discussion because I would love to hear what you guys think. But people said, be upfront with your intentions and your desires first. Don't dumb down your requirements or settle, and allow that person to actually truly date you. Don't just skip the steps. People have needs, but let him take you on a date first, boo. Again, a lot of people don't. But the one that I really like, though, that I do kind of want to stand on just a little bit, the person says, make sure that person is on the same page with you mentally, physically, socially, spiritually, and financially. So
you ain't gonna find no damn body.
And here's right. It's not about necessarily that person thinking how you think or everything's exactly the same, but they should have something in each of those areas that they're striving to go towards. And I think that's what that person was talking about. If I'm going to date someone, they need to be a holistic person, not just in one area, not just someone who just focused on the grind, but someone that's also making sure that health-wise they're okay. Someone that's making sure that their actual squad that's surrounding them are people who are going to bring them up and not pull them down. Someone who has a spiritual connection, whatever their religious belief is. And then an individual, financially, you should be working towards something. I always tell people, because recently somebody told me, that's a long list though. It is a long list. That's why I said I ask people, they're at like, this is not me. I'm giving you what the Transformer said. But what I will say is what that person is saying is that individual should have something going for them in each area. Because if I just focus on one area and then I fall in love with that one area, then when you get married and there's nothing in the other pieces, you're wondering, why is it falling apart? And it's because I haven't done anything in the other areas.
And see, that is so true, because I talk about relationships. I talk about how, and I'll bring you back, Katie, if you have some. I mean, or Australia, if you put your hand up, I'll bring you. Don't worry. I'll be telling people that the worst thing you can do is settle. It's just the worst thing, and I think most of us do that. And some of us, like me, I've been a serial settler. So people would come and they would have most of the things I like, but they would have a couple of things that wasn't there, and I would say, well, I settle because at least you do this, you do that good, right? Mm-hmm. But you get down the line a year or two and you realize you need what you need. And now that need is not there because you didn't insist on it at the beginning of the relationship. Now you're seeking it. So I feel very, very, very special blessed because my wife has changed my DNA of my intellectual, spiritual, mental, and physical self. So she affects me on every level that I think on. That's why I adore her like I adore her. And that's what you should look for. Someone who has all the stuff you want and don't settle. And like you use the best word, don't dumb down. I agree.
Don't dumb down. And a big part of it is you need to know what your non-negotiables are. Like I'm in a space now where
you be talking too fast, girl. Let us take some of this stuff in. You gotta know what your non-negotiables are. I ain't changing on that. I'm sticking on that point. All right, go ahead.
You really do have to know that. And I think for me, the hardest part is as I come up here as a relationship expert, I have all the knowledge up here, but I'm also going through that experience where I have to tell myself, hey, Mylira, you need to know what it is that is your non-negotiables. And a big non-negotiable of mine is someone who's going to push me deeper into God and not pull me away from God, right? So because I know that's one of my non-negotiables, if the first thing that you're talking about is us Netflixing and chilling or getting your needs met, that's not getting me closer to God. It don't mean you got to invite me to church or we do a Bible study, but there needs to be some type of stimulation for me spiritually and intellectually that if you don't have that, I can't entertain you no matter what the other things are. So if we know what our non-negotiables are, then we won't settle and then we won't do this thing where that person's filling these voids. So one thing that I learned recently and the reason why my therapist fired me is because I said, hey, like I just keep finding myself in this dark space. I said, I'm realizing that I'm okay, but there's part of me that's not okay. And I said, I'm starting to feel like what people are saying is true. Like, is Mylira unhealed? Like, what's going on? And she said, no, Mylira, it's not that you're unhealed. She said, but your need for validation triggers the little girl in you that makes you not trust yourself. Hence why you're dealing with these low moods. So I had to learn for myself, well, what is the type of life I want to live? I have to be okay with acknowledging that I am a relational person. So when I ask this question, what is your advice when it comes to dating? It's because I do desire to date and I have to be okay with that. And that's a big part of it too, acknowledging where we are. It's easy for people to say, just don't do it. But we're relational beings. So it's being honest with yourself. It's being able to make sure that you are ready. It's being able to know what different steps and things to do. But one other person says is being able to build a friendship first too. One thing that I've learned is we skip the friendship part because we're so big on, I just want a relationship. The clock is ticking. I want to get married. This is what I want to do. But if I build a really great friendship with this person, no matter what is going on, I'm going to have that friend. And that's one thing I can say about me and my children's father is we're really great friends. So although the marriage is not there, the friendship was so strong that now we can do things in a way that doesn't impact our kids or impact our lives negatively. And it goes back to that. Okay, I know that I settled, but I at least build this friendship with you enough that regardless of what happened, I'm okay. And a lot of people aren't okay because we didn't take the time to build the friendship first. So when the relationship falls apart, we feel like we fall apart because there's nothing else there for us to grab onto.
Yeah, the friendship has to be the foundation. You know, the real thing. And that way, no matter what happens down the line, you still hold on to each other. Because you have that friendship. If you start out, if your foundation is sticking it in, when the sticking it in don't work, what you left with? When the sticking it in is, we're tired of it right now. What you gonna work with? When someone else want to have a conversation, what you left with if all you have is okay, I ain't gonna say it's a family show. It's a family show. I'm so proud of you. You're a big girl. Let me say that. You put in the big girl drawers. You're the big girl. You come on this show with so much responsibility. You speak so clearly about relationship and what we can do with it and how we can get our power back. That's awesome, man. You've helped me so much by being on this show, you know, and thank you because I thought I needed a therapist and then you came. I'm good now.
Yes, it's one of them pieces, honestly. I am allowing myself to go through this loudly because there's so many people that's going through this silently and they don't know where to turn. And it's easy to say this dating scene is trash or people are just trash. And it's really not that. It is a thing of I have to know what it is that I desire. I have to know what my non-negotiables are. I have to know, am I a relational person? Because some people are just relational people. I naturally connect with men. That's just my personality. When I come into a room, that's just how it happens. So I have to understand who I am. So then as I am going through this journey and process of what's next, I can communicate clearly what I need, what I don't need, what I like, what I don't like. But I will give people this, because this is something that I've noticed. There's this game that is in this whole dating scene now. And you see it when you go into the TikTok culture and how people talk about, text this person, make them wait, and all this stuff. Listen, one thing Mylira is going to tell you is if you like a person, don't make them chase you. That game has to die. If I don't give you guys anything today, there is no such thing as making somebody chase you. If you know that this is someone that you are interested in, we cannot get back time. Make sure that person know that you're interested in them.
I like that.
Whole make them wait for 24 hours and all this stuff, then you're going to lose out on that person,
Wait. 24. So you say we can stick it in like soon we meet? Oh, no.
Wait, I'm talking about texting and we're not talking about that stuff, Mr.
Oh, not that stuff.
Married.
Okay. All right.
We ain't talking about married people stuff. We talking about stuff. But when I first meet a person, if I know that I like this person, let that person know that you are invested in them, because that's how that friendship is going to build in the first place. But if you do this space of I'm just so busy, I just don't have time, then you don't have time to build no relationship or any of that. That's what I'm talking about. So at the end of the day, one thing about it is I don't have time for games. I don't think anybody has time for games. So in this dating scene, actually take people on dates, actually build with people, actually get to learn and know people, but don't play these games, because if you play games, at least on Mylira Street, you're going to be left right by yourself, because I don't play them.
Woo, I love it. Bring my ladies, but wait, Straya's in. Come on, Straya.
Thank you, Mylira. I just want to say thank you. Like seriously, thank you. Some of the things, like you said, that's silent, that you speaking out loud. Thank you. I'm just really grateful for you. Thank you. And I'm glad that you clarified that with boss, because I'm just not, you can't stick it in right away. No, ma'am. No, sir. So I'm glad you clarified that. Not in the beginning, because you like chicken. You like fit. It's a lot of stuff that you like. So I'm glad she clarified that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm glad she clarified.
You threw me. I like chicken and I like fish. What the hell?
Yeah, but that don't mean that you could just stick it in. I mean, that don't mean that you could get it right away. So.
Oh, okay. But what if I like pork chops?
Yeah, but I don't eat pork.
You don't eat pork at all?
No.
Oh my God. God bless you, young lady. You're gonna live forever. Now you're gonna be the only person here, but you're gonna live forever. Mylira, what do you want to leave us with? And I love you, Mylira. I mean, your energy, your heart, the way you drive and keep moving forward. You're a hero to me. Oh, I look like Straya. Go ahead, Mama.
One more thing. When you said that the different comments that you got about dating, one thing that I just want to tell you from Straya to Mylira: allow yourself to be happy. Allow yourself to be happy. Meaning, like, I'm not a therapist or none of that, but one thing that I do want to say, I had postpartum really bad, postpartum, and what helped me get out of there was a relationship. And one of the main things that the man kept saying, he was like, why are you not allowing me to, make you happy or be happy? So, I mean, that's all I just want to tell you. Just allow somebody to make you happy, because you're a wonderful person and beautiful. So I know for a fact that it's somebody that will make you, feel like that.
Girl.
Like where you like, oh my God, he calling me, girl. So I know it's coming again. No, I do. I know it. I mean,
we're gonna be here.
A real rounded woman. You way better than me, girl.
We're gonna be on this show waiting to hear that story too, because he's on his way. Everything you're seeking is seeking you. Everything you're looking for is really looking for you. And when we learn how to just relax and be open to what's ours by divine right, it always walks right through the door. That's what happened to me and my queen. And I think that's what happened to my lady too. The lovely, the fabulous K Mac, who's also in a wonderful marriage. She didn't know I was bringing on yet. I was bringing on after you. But what we talked about also encompasses you and the beautiful love you found with your husband. K Mac. So I just pulled you in because you're part of the whole psyche of what we're talking about right now. And you got to give you what's good for you, Mylira Green. So you have to really look and take your time, and I appreciate that. Don't let them rush in. Take your time, get to know each other, and date. I'm dating my wife. I'm a date man. I'll take my wife on so many dates. Keep it fresh, keep it alive, keep it up. Mylira, what you want to leave us with, baby?
So I definitely want to extend on what Straya was saying, because that's what my therapist was telling me. She said, Mylira, a lot of the low moods that you're having is because you're trying to check boxes that other people created for you. You say, do what makes you happy. So if you are honest with the fact that you want to be in a relationship, you want love again, one day you do want to be a forever wife, don't deny that that's what you want, because if you deny it, you're going to continue to attract people that's going to teach you temporary, that's going to rush into being able to get that one night with you, but not forever with you. But she said the moment that you are honest, that you want forever, that you want true love, you want unconditional happiness, and you want these things, then that's what you're going to attract. And that's when somebody's going to build a friendship with you, and somebody's going to take you dating, because ain't nobody asked me on no date. I got a bunch of people that be trying to talk to me, but they don't be, so it's the space of, again, being honest with what it is that you desire and what makes you happy. And honestly, being in an actual relationship where there's unconditional love, where it's my peace, because I do a lot around this world, someone that can reciprocate the love and understanding and empathy that I give on a daily basis. That for me is what I desire. And I can't continue to deny that that's what I desire, all because I'm going through a divorce, all because I'm now a single mom. Like, I have to be honest. So if I can give anybody anything, be honest with your own happiness, not what other people think your happiness should look like, but what is your own happiness. And for me, that's sharing life with a person that is special. And hopefully one day that individual comes. And until then, I'm going to continue to go through this journey and process. I don't make all the right turns in this journey and process, but what I am doing is setting the intention to continue to be Mylira, this loving person that is open to it, because if you don't take that risk, then you're never going to find love. So that's what I want to leave with you guys.
What I love most about you is how clear you are on what you want. A lot of times we don't know how to enunciate what it is we actually want. And that's sometimes the biggest problem in a relationship, because you're not making clear what it is your needs are, what it is, or you're doing that other thing where you're settling, you're dumbing down, you're letting people do stuff to you that makes you uncomfortable, and you don't say nothing. You just, okay, I don't want no trouble. So no, if it don't feel good to me, this is a whole new me. A whole lot of new me didn't happen. My wife has made a new me, but most importantly, God has made a new me. And if I ain't feeling, if it don't feel right, I'm gonna stop and tell you. And if you ain't good with that, I'll give you some time to get over yourself, and then we'll talk some more later. But I'm gonna always be like, from this point on, if it ain't right, don't go for it, y'all. Don't fold in. Don't do it. Be true to you, baby, and then you'll be happy, happy, happy. Because as long as I love me, I ain't gonna never quit me. No, I dig me. Okay. Please tell people how they can find you, Miss Mylira Green, and I will never say it wrong again.
No worries. You can find me at www.myliratransforms.com. I'm Mylira Transforms on Instagram. For those of you who have watched my TEDx talk, I want to say thank you, because we are at 1,000 views, which was my goal for the first week. So I thank you for check it out. Yes. And then next, I have my Superwoman project coming up. So if you are a queen that has a story to tell, that you want to really help other people heal and thrive, you can also find that information on my Eventbrite. I'll also post some things on my Instagram. But I would love for you to come here to Norfolk, Virginia, tell your story of power, get some professional photo shoots done, get with other women who have also been successful. And if you want to know what that project looks like, you can go to Transforming with Mylira on YouTube, and you'll see our project from last year, where there was 16 women that told their story of power as well. So that's what I got for y'all.
I love you, man. Leave us with a woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo, woo.
Woo, 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 y'all. Mylira Green.
I love Mylira. I love Mylira.
We love Mylira, man. Yeah. I'm glad that Mylira loves Mylira, because that gives her the power and the ability to soar and to navigate this life like she needs to. So,
but she's helping so many people. Her situation, for her to be so transparent, because she can get on her and lie. She can be like, she just being so transparent. She helping so many people. She helping me. And
I appreciate her so much. And the thing about it is even if you're not going through the situation that she's going through, she makes you feel comfortable with her story and your own story. And she don't know she helped me every day. Mr. Earl is just, I'm telling you, me and Mr. Earl gonna
Child,
be
if
all right,
anybody
y'all.
need help, it's you. Okay. Hey.